Putting Philly on the map. No, I rep the 2 and 5. Play with us and you get smoked. It's gonna be a homicide. Cops don't never do their job, so they gonna let it slide. We gon' claim you on the net. They gon' kill you. That's a lie.
Why is it that as a collective we always have to react? And I'm talking about in a society approach, right? Everything that's going on, whether if it's with women, black people, any sub-minority, you know what I'm saying? Or any minority within a minority. Basically anybody that isn't who's benefiting off of what's going on in the world. Why do we always have to react? One thing that nobody ever notices is riots, protests, anything of that sort. People get paid off of that. You want to destroy somebody's property? Think about the insurance. Your insurance isn't worth what it's worth. It's worth what you put into it. Your policy. You're paying for a policy. You're not necessarily, you know what I'm saying. So if you have a building that's only worth $15,000 and you only paid off like $8,000 or whatever, you know what I'm saying, just throwing random numbers out there, but you have $150,000 insurance policy, wouldn't you hope that your store gets demolished? Rioting my shit. I got $150,000 insurance policy. And businesses actually have a lot larger policies than that because they have to protect, you know what I'm saying, product and shit like that. But it's like, even if we protest and we don't destroy anything, niggas gotta get paid to protect the protest. Like, why do we always have to post about something? Why do we always have to make things such a big deal? When you make something such a big deal, people monetize off of it easily. If, for example, how long has Black Lives Matter been around? Now, how long have we been dealing with that kind of oppression? All Black Lives Matter did was add fuel to the fire, because now a lot more people can benefit off of oppression. Do y'all really think people are oppressed or getting played or having to live check to check or just being poor and living in poverty because they're hated? Do you really think that we are hated that much to where they just like, nah, we gotta give y'all the worst of the worst? Because it's not necessarily the case. We can do whatever the fuck we want, but it all has to do with money. Money don't discriminate. Money don't care if you black, white, Asian, Indian, gay, straight, bisexual. So long as that money can be made, they would do anything to do that. They would do anything to make that money. Now, obviously, those are the concerns. And I question that. Why do we have to make it such a big deal? When y'all know y'all really don't give a fuck. Y'all gonna post about some nigga that got shot all the way up by the cops, post about it for 2 weeks. Y'all not bringing up George Floyd name no more. What happened to the hashtag say their names? The NBA was doing that shit. You think the NBA really gave a fuck about those people? No. They was in a bubble. The viewers was dropping. You know what I'm saying? They needed as many ratings and numbers as possible. Now, I don't understand how nobody understands that, but just think about it. They want to make their money. So, how do you really fuck up what people want? You take away their money, and I'm not talking about boycotting. I'm talking about really, really, really damaging the infrastructure of the economy, and then it will reset the social class. Like, think about it. If you got the 1%ers and then you have, you mean, and the thing is, 1%ers is just 450K or above. It's not like, oh, I got billions of dollars and 1%ers. No, I make $500,000 a year. I'm a fucking 1%er. 65% of the world is living check to check. So that's already 66% of the world that's accounted for. 66. No, I'm lying. 65% because it's 64% of the people that's living check to check, and 1% is that. So that's 65% right there. That 35% is just above the poverty line, but is not rich nor wealthy enough to be considered higher class or upper class or anything of that sort. Because even if you're considered upper class, like, have y'all ever met anybody that really make that kind of money, like 300K? That's not 1%, but have y'all ever met anybody that made that kind of money? Do you know how they live? You probably don't think you do, but you see them every day. They live just like us. Everybody lives exactly the same except the 1%ers. They're the ones that's benefiting off of absolutely everything. You don't necessarily know who the 1%ers are. You don't necessarily know who the elite are. Even though they publicize about themselves all the time, but because people don't actually give a fuck about them, like people who matter, us, for example, the majority of people who have to work and work and work to, you know what I'm saying? They don't they don't relate to us. Those 1%ers are, you know what I'm saying, the ones that's making us do what we gotta do. They control the masses just with money. It's not with programming, it's not with this, it's not with that. Like, yeah, it all helps, but at the end of the day, what is the draw? The numbers and the money. Why do you think people fabricate numbers? You can fabricate views all the time, and you'll get paid off of it. It's not that hard to make money anymore, and for the people that already have money, right? Let's say everybody at the top, at the very top, right? They're all benefiting off of anything anybody does, and you come up with an invention. They're already going to be benefiting off of that just from you thinking about the invention, because now you have to go and put the money and the energy out to go build prototypes, or, you know what I'm saying, do whatever you got to do to make that dream or that idea a truth. But if you don't have no money, you're not going to be able to do that. And if you don't be able to do that, and that's going to change the world, then you can't change the world. So now, making an impact on the world and trying to change it and trying to benefit and, you know what I'm saying, do something nice for the community. For example, Michigan, if y'all know about the dude who had that water transmogrifier type shit, niggas destroyed that shit. If he had the money, niggas wouldn't have been able to destroy that shit. Had he had the money, niggas wouldn't have found out about that shit. But because niggas is so fucking poor and so fucking broke, and, you know what I'm saying, like, when celebrities like Shaq and shit like that and Kevin Hart try to talk about these financial advisories, like, and Steve Harvey, what do you think they learned that shit from? They learned that shit from the higher ups. So they don't even know what the fuck to tell us. They don't live like us, and they sure as shit didn't grow up like us. Look at all these celebrities by the time they was a certain age. They was already up. And even if they was a certain age when they finally got big, look at how long they've been around. It's way deeper than just, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, it's not even that deep, actually. I'm lying. Just look at the surface. Because everybody, in order for everybody to see everything, you have to dumb it down in the smallest of ways. And now the masses are getting stupider and stupider by the second and shit. So what do you gotta do? But now it's like, what's the solution? It goes back to the solution. What do we do about it? They have so much money because they literally make this shit, and they just disperse it however they feel, as though they feel is fair, quote unquote. And it's not what's fair to us, it's what's fair to them. Look at how long it took for them to raise the minimum wage. Like, come on, like, people don't really think about this shit. After inflation, niggas finally raised minimum wage. Like, come on. Okay, niggas getting paid $15 an hour. Gas is $5 a gallon now, and it's going up every day. The masses don't pay attention. The masses are entirely too stupid to pay attention to what the fuck is going on around them. And then the people who can do something about it, which are people like us that are, you know what I'm saying, that actually, you know what I mean? But a lot of us not gonna speak on that shit because of how the masses make it look. For example, everybody that's working right now, let's say you bring home $3,000 a month. That's not even $40K a year. So for that little $40K a year, not even $40K a year, you're willing to put money into the pockets of niggas who don't do anything for you. Look at your hood. Why is it so dirty? Because of the civilians? No. In the suburbs, you think the civilians clean up their own neighborhoods? No. What services are provided to your city and to your neighborhood? Because that's what you're paying for. It's not fair nor is it equal because every neighborhood doesn't get the same treatment. You might have different companies, and different companies hire different kinds of people on purpose. How many shootings do you see? And we not talking about, oh, what about the black on black, da 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 da, if they weren't da da da. Look, you see all of that shit? You see all that shit? Now you turning a blind eye. Because you don't understand why that shit goes down. There's a reason for everything. I'm not going to sit here and defend it like it's okay to do, but at the end of the day, what else do you expect? Just think about it. Just think a little bit deeper. Just rewind all this shit that I was saying and then be like, damn, why is niggas killing each other? And it's not even just niggas. Because if y'all want to blame it on that, then why is cops killing niggas? Why are they doing that? Are they poor? Do they get money out of it? Do they, you know what I'm saying? No. They doing the same. They're drilling shit the same reason why we are. If my man's drilling some shit because, you know what I'm saying, he don't fuck with the other side, I'm not going, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to stop that man. I'm not going to come at him differently. I'm like, shit, man, do what you gotta do, bro. If that nigga died and kill that nigga, if that's how you feel. Because the cop's not going to hesitate. If it was you, you could be dolo, unarmed, you could be an Uber driver, all kinds of shit. You could be a very professional, well-mannered young man or woman. They don't give a fuck about that. Just like niggas who drill shit. It's young boys out here getting shot. Yo, yeah, man, he stayed in school. No, nigga, nah, like, niggas know. Niggas know and they don't care. Cops know and they don't care. So why the fuck is we all making some big deal about some shit? We all mad about the same shit. We just all seeing a different side of it. And you picking one. Why the fuck is you picking a side to the same coin? It don't matter. There's heads and there's tails. And then there's even the ridges on the side. Why don't nobody really pay attention to what the fuck is going on? Like, on your day-to-day life, do you see what the fuck you see all the time? No. If you put your fucking phone down, you won't be able to see that shit. If you lived your day-to-day life, shit would be perfectly fine. Like, what if we did nothing? We did everything except nothing. Why? Why do we do so much? Why do we try so hard? You being too thirsty for it and you trying to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, a facade. And the proof is in the pudding. If y'all really gave a fuck that much, y'all would really be fighting for that shit each and every day. But y'all don't. Y'all live with it. And so you got bigger shit to worry about. Niggas is dying and not able to go to work, and you got the nerve to rub it in their fucking face. When your peoples die, do you go to work the next fucking day? No, you plan out a funeral for the next 2 weeks. This is other people's families. But because it's not yours, you don't care? You're not actually gonna, you rather steal instead of just not put no money in their pockets? And I mean everybody. Oh, what about the landlord? What if the landlord don't do nothing? What if his landlord don't do nothing? You think you're gonna get evicted after one missed month? After one missed payment? No. You usually get 90 days. You can stretch that shit, get an extension probably like 150, 180 days. That's half a year. And spend that money however the fuck you want to. If you want to buy designer clothes, I don't give a fuck. If you wanna go buy a bunch of weed, go ahead. But why are we doing everything except what the fuck we actually want to do? Why are we doing everything except nothing? Like, just don't do nothing. You know how many people get pissed off at motherfuckers that don't do anything? But we not praising each other for doing anything. And then at that, when we do anything, does it really matter? What has any organization or movement done for anybody in our society? Nothing. And then along the way, people get not corporate, niggas get compromised. And you know what I'm saying, they start changing what the fuck they want to do and what they want to speak for and what they want to live for and what the fuck they want to go, and you know what I'm saying, like, why? Because of that money? Because of that clout? Now you gonna do anything? You gonna switch up on a good cause for some bread? And you're not even finessing? Like, I understand if you want to finesse the situation, you go take that fitty and you steal from the rich, give to the poor. But y'all niggas don't give to the poor. We all poor. And we just trying to get money from each other. Why y'all think that makes sense? You don't gotta do shit. But y'all don't listen anyways.
You A2, you crazy for this one.
Putting Philly on a, putting Philly on the map. No, I rep the 2 and 5.